22. Sorry, no, it's less than 2, isn't it?
Sure.
It's not the Stanford bit. 2 dash 2. It's the distributive property. The distributive property. You're going to be using this a lot when you're solving equations. Okay? Think about how a dealer deals cards. They have to deal the same number to everyone, right? And that's what the distributive property is about. It's about dealing the same number to all of the terms that are inside of parentheses. So this is a multiplication situation. That's kind of fun to say too. Say that. It's a multiplication situation. It's a multiplication situation. We have 2 times a plus b, and the a plus b are in parentheses, and the situation is multiplication because 2 has to be times by a plus b. Okay? So, in order to multiply, we have to multiply the 2 times the a and the 2 times the b. If you have 2 times a, you have 2 a's. Okay? Just like if you have 2 times 5, we know we have 10, but that 10 comes from the fact that we have 2 5s added together. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times a is 2a. Okay? 2 bees. 2 balloons. Okay? 2 bags of candy. Oh, there's some smiles. Would rather have 2 bags of candy than 2 balloons? Right? That doesn't start with B. Yes. So, if you have 1 drop dead tattoo, and you multiply it by 2, hold them up, girls. You have 2 drop dead tattoos. Okay? Wow, this is crazy. Thank you for helping me with this illustration. You have 2 of those things, whatever they are. Okay? And if you don't know what they are, then you just have 2 of them, whatever it is. Okay? 2 times whatever that is 2 of them.
Sweet. So puppies times 2.
Right. If you had a group of puppies, but you didn't know how many you have, and then somehow they were, like, multiplied by 2, and you'd have 2 groups of puppies. Okay? Right, and that happens in a science class. Okay? So, let's take some examples.
Yeah, we were done.
You're not done.
No, yeah, we were done.
Class, 1 more minute to finish talking, okay? And then we're going to do some examples. Stop talking. 30 more seconds. All right, we'll have to come back to these. Now, let's take an example like this. On page 75, this is how this is going to be used in algebra. Let's say that we have 2, and it's being multiplied by 2x plus 5. 2 x's are in parentheses. plus 5 ones are in parentheses. Now, this is what this looks like. If you drew this out. This means 2 x's and 5 ones. Okay? Now, multiplying it by 2 is simply making another set. So now, when we add these together, what do we have? How many x's? Asa, stop singing. How many x's do we have, Asa? 4. How would we write that? 4, not just 4, it's 4 x's. And it is, what? What else is up here? And ones. And they're still being added together. But we can't add them together because they're different. These are x's and these are ones. You can't add x's and ones and get ones or x's. They're separate. They're different. Okay? So, without drawing it out, to just show this using the numbers, we show arrows, which means that the 2 is being multiplied by the 2x's to get 4x's, and the 2 is being multiplied by 5 to get 10. Okay? So, when you're doing your homework assignment, you can choose how you want to show this. You can either show it by drawing an arrow to both terms inside of the parentheses and then writing the answer, or you can draw it out and add them together. Okay? But you can't just write this. You have to show it one way or the other. Okay? So let's start your assignment. Oh wait, no, let's do one more with a subtraction numbers. Or subtraction term. This is an example 5. Negative 5 times 4x's minus 3. Okay? Now, what's the first thing that you have to do with subtraction? What's the first thing? Whenever you have subtraction in algebra, you have to do something. You have to insert something. What do you have to insert, Sammy? You have to put a plus sign in. Okay? You have to put a plus sign in. Because we're going to be multiplying by a negative 5. And we're going to be multiplying it by a negative 3. You have to multiply it by a negative 3. Okay? You have to multiply this by negative 3. This is a negative 3. Alright? So, insert the plus sign. Make sure that you do that. And write this down. Insert plus sign. Copy this down. Then, multiply negative 5 times 4x. So, to do this, you multiply the negative 5 and the 4. And instead of just writing negative 20, right? Negative 5 times 4 is what? 20. Negative 20, repeat. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. This is not 4, just 4, but it represents 4 x's. So this is negative 20 x's. We have to write the x's next to that. Okay? Then you have to draw another arrow. And you have to put that as negative 5 times negative 3. What's negative 5 times negative 3? Positive 15. And this plus sign goes there. Okay? So this is the answer. This is simplified. Draw the arrows to each term inside the parentheses, and then write the result underneath. Okay? Let's try some from your assignment. Go to number 18. Page 76 is your assignment. We'll start with number 18. Write down 2 times t minus 5. 2 times t minus 5. Then do that. Amelia? Page 76. Wait, yes, 76. Number 18. Come on, stay with us. I'm showing you how to do these. Then draw the arrows. Insert a plus sign, then draw the arrows. Okay? Draw the arrows. 2 times t and 2 times negative 5. Notice that there's a minus sign in front of the plus sign. So we have to do 2 times t, which is 2 t's, and 2 times negative 5, which is negative 10. Where does the plus sign go? Right in the middle, right between them. 2t plus negative 10. Do we have to put the 10 in parentheses? No. This is 2t plus negative 10. The parentheses don't do anything. There's no purpose for the parentheses there. Okay? But this is 2t. If you see the plus, then you say plus. When you see the minus, you say negative 10. And so you can read this clearly without the parentheses. Okay? Now, what's the purpose of the parentheses here? What do the parentheses tell you to do in this case? Since we can't do this first, like you would in the order of operations, we can't add t minus 5. Do you know why? Because they're different, right? This is a t and this is a negative 5. Okay? You can't add 1 cup of tea and negative $5. Right? They're different. Okay? You could add a cup of tea and 5 cups of tea, but you can't add things that are different. Alright? So, this is where you have to stop. There's nothing more you can do to this to simplify it.
Yes.
So this is where you have to stop. Let's do number 19. V minus 3 times 4. What's different about this one? Caleb? It's backwards. It still means 4 times this, right? Would it be correct to write it this way?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a commutative property.
Yeah. Commutative property. So we don't have to do that. We can just insert the plus sign, draw the arrow to the V. What's 4 times V? 4 V's. What's 4 times negative 3? Negative 12. Any questions? Any questions at all? Well, do you have a question, Lisa? Okay. Should we do another one? Let's do one more.
Yeah.
Number 20. 3 times 2h minus 1. 3 times 2h minus 1. Insert a
Plus sign.
plus sign. Multiply 3 times 2h. If you're starting with 2 h's and you multiply by 3,
That'd be 5, but
no, not 5. You multiply the numbers and then write it as that these are h's. 6 h's. And 3 times negative 1. 3 times negative 1. No, it's positive times a negative, which is negative 3. So we write plus negative 3. Where did the plus sign come from? Yeah. That plus sign stays the same. Okay? So, you have to insert a plus sign whenever it is subtraction. If it's addition, do you need to insert a plus sign?
no.
No. Only when you have subtraction, you must insert the plus sign. Then you must draw the arrows to each term. Okay? And then do the multiplication.